All right, guys, how's it going? We are getting things started. So it's Tuesday. How's it going, everybody? And actually, let me connect. Like I said, I got multiple phones here, so I need to connect on Instagram right now. So let me pull that up. A lot of great things are happening today. We're going to be talking about ninja tactics. Really great stuff here. So let me pull up the live Instagram live. All right, this is how we do it. Instagram's the one platform that doesn't allow the direct streaming there. So give me 1 second here. Really cool stuff here. All right. Yeah, we are in motion. Let me go live. Okay, so we got Instagram going. We are now live with Instagram. Let me know if you can hear me okay, if the audio is fine. Give me a thumbs up if the audio is working okay. So let me know. If we got good audio, then hopefully that's a good thing for sure. But yeah, keep me posted. Let me know. Okay. All right, good stuff here. So we are now joining live. I'd say drop your questions. And actually, I almost forgot. Let me connect to Zoom. So you can actually enter into Zoom and ask some live questions. I typically do that like within the first 10 minutes of the video. So let me open my Zoom player right now. And while that's opening, let me take a drink. Good stuff. This is live. How's it going, Jamie, Andreas? Zoom isn't working. Let me get it started, bro. I am opening Zoom right now. Ask BMAC Live. So you can go to bit.ly/askbmac Zoom. And if you want to see the screen, then connect to youtube.com/techmoneytalks or facebook.com/techmoneytalks. And I am connecting to Zoom right now. And we're getting things cooking here on Zoom. Great stuff. Great stuff. Let me change my mic as well. We are multi-connected, folks, for sure. Multi-connected. We are streaming to YouTube, Periscope, 3 different Facebook groups, LinkedIn, and then right here, we are on Instagram. So you can see my screen. We are streaming right now on Instagram. And Grant, how's it going, brother? I like what you're doing, man. Great stuff. Keep it fit. Win. That's the whole point here. So let me admit, Andrea. So we're going to use the first 10 minutes to do questions, live questions. And I know Andreas tried to join yesterday, but let's see if we can get him to join today, and we'll dive into some questions here. But today is Ninja Tactics. Pretty much open to wherever the discussion is going to lead us, but I prepare some things beforehand just so that it's theme oriented and really great stuff. So we'll give Andreas a chance to join. He's now going to join via Zoom. So it's bit.ly.
Hello.
Bit.ly ask BMac Zoom. Andreas, how you doing, man?
Hey,
You are
good. How's
live.
it
Tech Money
going?
Talks live, so the audience can hear you as well.
All right. So, my question was, how are some ways to get user-generated content, and if it's allowed to advertise with user-generated content?
Say that one more time. I didn't catch you there.
Yeah. If it, what are some ways to get user-generated content, and if it's allowed on Facebook's policy to advertise with user-generated content?
With user generated content, and I'm trying to
Yeah.
understand what you mean by that. User
Yeah.
generated.
Like you send one of your customers, like, let's say, like, an apparel item, and they
Mm.
send you a picture with it on back. Um, you uh,
Y- You're saying, are you allowed to use that if
it
like, say,
yeah.
if you had a brand ambassador and if somebody sent pictures, are you
Yeah,
able to
like
use
like
that?
reviews, basically, yeah.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
really good question. Yeah, that's awesome, man, for sure. So, with that, you are allowed to use that for sure. And
Oh, okay.
and as long, I mean, I would say definitely read up on Facebook's guidelines. I mean, really, it's the guidelines of staying within, stuff that, I mean, if you're not portraying, violence or sex or
Uh,
nudity or those type of things, right? And then they also have the restrictions about not, um,
the
doing
political
things
one.
as far as taking advantage of stuff that we're going through right now, the whole world related to the world pandemic and uh,
Yeah.
and so on. So, but if it's, I would say, to loosely word it, if it's clean content and it's actual,
Mm,
content from, uh, from your users, followers, customers, shoppers,
yeah.
that's really good stuff for sure. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, okay.
I would think they encourage that the most. Yeah, yeah, really good
Oh,
question
okay.
for sure.
Awesome.
Thanks for
And I
bringing that
have,
up. That actually that actually brings up another topic, which is reviews. So, making sure that reviews is the one of the things that you want to make sure that they're your actual reviews. Don't be putting fake reviews on your website or your e-commerce site because you will get into trouble for that. So don't make up reviews, don't fake reviews because you will get in trouble for that. So I'd say definitely make note of that. Is that just make sure that as you're building your business and growing your following, that you used honest reviews that are there. And Andreas is asking, are you able to use that in your advertising as well? Yeah, I mean that's really good stuff. I mean, you're able to show that type of actual success that's happening for others because that becomes proof, kind of validation that it can work, that it can work for you, right? Um, the real key is making sure that it's legit. So that's the real thing. So thanks for bringing that up, Andreas, for sure. That was really awesome. So really good stuff. So I'd say, definitely, if you want to ask some questions, you can connect right now via Zoom. It's bit.ly/askbmac Zoom, and you can connect. We could talk live for sure. But I'm going to continue on with the content here, which is one of the things, a recap from yesterday. If you're able to see my screen, we talked about making money with no money on Mondays, and this was really awesome. I went through as a good first step. It's called the Dropship by Phone program. This is like, 100% newbie friendly, super easy. We actually went through a live post yesterday, and it was really awesome. So you don't need to use ads, you don't need to do any of those things. And the cool thing was within the first hour, if you guys are watching the screen here, I'll even toggle for Instagram. Within the first hour, there was sales that was going through. This lady actually wanted to buy two, so I thought that was really awesome. And I had to quickly post that and share that. Following. I think maybe that's why Andreas brought up. Is it okay to do that? And sure. And I try to blur out the names if I can. That's what I do, or make it too small enough so that it's not legible, just for those sakes. But yeah, really really good stuff. And we got another caller that's coming in, so let's see if we can admit Stefan in before we start diving into today's content. I'm gonna admit Stefan into Tech Money Talks Live. So this is Ask BMAC as well. Um, but I'll keep talking as Stefan joins us here and enables his mic. But this was really awesome. Like I said, sales within the first, sales that took place within the first hour, and then following that, there were six other requests. And the profit margins on this, if you guys saw the demo from yesterday, the profit margins was about $14. And I would say, that was really cool. So to see that come through just from a single post is really awesome. So, and I think we lost Stefan on the Zoom call, so we'll just kind of hold out there. Um, but yeah, really cool stuff. So I'd say if you're on Instagram and if you want to see the screen, get onto YouTube and Facebook. But really good stuff here. And then the cool thing is that uh, we do have a giveaway, and I would say, congratulations to we do have a winner that did pick up a free access to the course of the Dropship by Phone program. So that was really awesome. So we do have a winner, and these giveaways are working out. So that's pretty cool. So I'd say stick around to the end here. We're going to give this away as well. So I'd say be sure to like and subscribe, tag a friend, and then in the comments, write the words "Yo BMac," and that allows me to find you that you actually went through the steps in supporting Tech Money Talks Live, which is really cool. So one of the other things that I want to touch on here, but actually, hold on, let me bring. We got one more question to answer here. I'm gonna bring them back in, and before we start diving into the content, let's bring. I guess I cut I cut Andreas off too soon. He's got another question, he said, and he was messaging on there. Hey, sorry
Yeah,
about that, brother.
it's good. Um, no, yeah, it was about like if you do the reviews, could you do that for retargeting, or would you just do it as your cold traffic campaign?
Ooh, good. Good question.
Yeah,
I think you could actually do it for both. I mean, either way. Proof of concept is one thing that's really powerful.
yeah,
And just to explain for the audience as well, Andreas brought up retargeting, and what does that mean? So if a user or a shopper, let's say, they saw your advertising once or engaged with your advertising, meaning that they watched your video for like 50% of the time, or they clicked the like button, or they shared it, some
yeah.
type of engagement that Facebook tracks. If you're allowed to then create new ad sets that target that particular user that's engaged with your content. And that's called retargeting. So with that, you're able to place those type of ads. Andreas asking, is it a good idea to actually use some of the reviews that you have, some of the success towards retargeting, or even in the beginning? And I'd say both. And I say it's
Oh,
worth testing. So the reason why I say both is that the name of the game, folks, is testing all the way through. So I'd say
yeah.
test, 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 and you want to see how effective is it, up front to like cold traffic, but then how effective is it to retargeting. So there's somewhat warm traffic, meaning that they've engaged with your site or your content in some form or another, and now when they see some social proof, maybe that's the tipping point that gets them to pull the trigger and buy. Really good
Oh,
question. Yeah,
yeah.
thanks for bringing that up, man, for sure.
All right. Thank you.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, Andreas got some really good questions, man. And yeah, we got some good stuff going on here. Yash, how's it going on Instagram? And we got quite a few on the chat. Let me see if I see anything from the chat. I'm going to type here too. And I'm just going to say, leave any questions. And we'll see if we can get to them towards the end. And the whole point of doing this live, folks, is that you guys can actually engage, because so many things are happening fast. I mean, like, the thing that I went through yesterday, I think was really awesome. And to see, the sales and the proof and stuff like that is, just like really awesome. And that's why I posted within the first hour after yesterday's session that things were going through. And I think that was like really cool. So, like I said, we're doing these kind of ninja style tactics, and you're going to catch a lot of this stuff as we go through the live program. So we're going to do this daily, because now it seems like things are changing every week, and it's just really awesome. So one of the things that I want to bring up before we get into the ninja stuff, which is tomorrow. So tomorrow we're gonna have a featured guest. His name is Roy Taylor, and Roy Taylor, go look him up. Is at Roy Taylor. I should have left his tag name on here, but at Roy Taylor is on here, and I'd say it's gonna be tomorrow 4 p.m. watch it and connect live the same way that we do these live sessions, because you're actually going to be able to ask him some questions as well. Um, he's I'd say take a look at his profile. I mean, he's created this a group that's called the Millionaire Mentorship that is just absolutely crushing it. Once you look him up, and you're gonna catch and hear a lot about his success story during the podcast. But this is a way you can get behind the scenes view of what we do, as we're recording the podcast, which is awesome. So it seems like we have a couple more live questions. Let's see if we can get to a couple more live questions then. I'm gonna pull in Raj. I see Raj's iPhone. Let's see what we have here. I'm pulling in Raj, and so once he gets connected, we'll see if his audio works. But yeah, this is the whole point, to engage. If you got any live questions, you can connect on Zoom. You can dial in. There's also a way to dial in, or you can connect with the Zoom app, which is pretty cool. So Raj, you can go ahead and unmute your mic, and then yeah, we'll be connected. I don't hear anything. Raj, I don't hear you as yet. How about now? You there, brother? I hear you now. We'll put him in the waiting room. Okay. We got one more caller, and then we'll switch to the content here, because we only got 30 minutes, but I do want to try to get to some live questions here. So we'll make note. But like I said, in the meantime, at Roy Taylor, check him out. So I'm bringing in another caller live, and we'll see if this person joins. It just says iPhone. So let's see. So I brought you in. Let me know if you can hear me. Go ahead and talk, and I'll let you know if I can hear you. Maybe you can introduce yourself.
Oh, wait.
Yep.
Hello?
Yep, I hear you.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. For some reason, my laptop crashed and, like, yeah, it was crazy. I'm using my phone now. Wow, this is amazing. Okay.
Awesome.
Uh,
What's your name, bro?
my name is Stefan. Yeah,
Stefan?
I talked to Calvin earlier. Yeah, yeah.
Ah, cool, cool.
B-Mac.
Yeah, I'm glad you joined. Yeah, how's it going, man?
Everything's good. Can't complain. Just going at it still. I tried your method, the dropshipping from the phone,
Yeah.
and I uploaded a couple products to the marketplace last night, and just this morning I got like 5, 6, and it's still going as we speak, like replies. But the thing is,
Awesome.
um, how do I go about because people, like you said, they're stuck in the Craigslist mindset, so they're assuming I'm gonna like deliver it to them. But yeah, clearly I'm not gonna do that. And I use the same approach you did. It's shipping from my warehouse, and I let them know that.
Yeah.
Um, and they just let me know. They just say okay, and that's it. And I
Yeah.
plan on following up, like later on tonight, on if you're still interested. But like that's all I'm getting so far. I got like 10 of those at least.
Wow, that's really awesome, man. Yeah, congratulations. And that's all about taking action, which is great. And so that's really cool. Thanks for sharing that with the group. And
Mhm.
I would say, that's part of the process too, which is sticking with it. And here's
Yeah.
another good tip for you guys. And this is a really good freebie. This is a really good ninja style tactic that I'm going to share with you. So I want everybody who's listening to take note here, which is with the dropship by phone. So right now, number one, like Stefan mentioned, people seem to treat that marketplace kind of like a Craigslist. And in the past, people would want to meet. They want to meet with you to it's like you can hand them the product, because they, in their mind, they think you're local, like you're a local, person that's selling. But what you can actually do is, I mean, now that things have changed over these past where, now nobody's meeting in person. So now it's acceptable that you will actually ship it to them. Then you could say that, okay, well, we're going to ship it to you because we're not meeting in person anymore. Number one, now that makes that whole thing about meeting in person. Number one is don't meet in person, but number two, you don't have to get over the hurdle anymore of needing to justify meeting in person because now you ship. But the second thing that I was going to point out was that uh, launch a Shopify store with those products, because if they then say, how do I purchase? One, you can complete the transaction through your phone, either through Facebook Pay or like PayPal, like we mentioned. But then two, you could also drop the URL to your Shopify store and say, you could buy it here.
Hmm.
And the tip number three, which is, and I don't have a screenshot for this, but I want you guys to make note. Go to developers.shopify.com, and I'll type. Let me see if I could type it here so you guys can see it if you're watching the screen. I'm just going to type developers.shopify.com. Okay. So go there as well. And that is going to give you a free full feature Shopify store up to 50 sales. And this is not like, originally Shopify would do the 14-day trial, but then they now extended it to like a 90-day trial. But even with the trial, so that you don't have in the back of your mind that you're going to have to make a monthly payment, developers gives you like a full feature store up to 50 sales. So by the time, if you have something in motion where you're getting up to 50 sales, then that's going to work for you. So that right there is a really good tip for everyone. Like I said, a ninja style tip that, hey, you can get this for free, because basically what it's meant for is like if you're like a web design company and you're developing an e-commerce site for your clients, then you get a full feature store and you're able to run it up to 50 sales for your client. But you can be your own client. So that's the whole thing. And not many people are talking about that or teaching it. Probably one, because they're trying to maybe get an affiliate if they refer you to Shopify. But whatever the reason is, that's the whole point. But hopefully that's helpful for you, man.
Oh, most definitely. It's that's a lot of value. I actually do that as well too.
Yeah,
Because like um say I was doing a couple one product stores and general stores, and over time I was like, getting sick of paying the monthly fees. So I came across that as well. That's a gem. I hope people that's listening to that is a gem. No guru even talks about that. That is, yeah, amazing. Amazing right there.
that's
Yeah,
awesome,
man.
bro. I appreciate the support, man, and I think hopefully other people will catch on to it. And
For sure.
like I was thinking was that, I think, especially if there's people that are looking to, how do you make money if you don't have any money, which I think there might be, some people. This is a good way, and you can bring in some sales and then use that money wisely, but it's a good stepping stone to, like, take it to that next step. And you're already getting hands on with working with customers and handling things. And it's cool that it's working with it for you within the first day.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Awesome, bro.
It's
All
amazing.
right. Thanks, man. We'll be in touch.
Thank you so
Thanks
much,
for
D
being a
Mac.
supporter. Awesome. Hey, that's really great stuff for sure. So that goes to show it wasn't just proof for me on the example that I showed, but also, proof for Stefan as well. So really great stuff. Stay plugged in, folks. And I know a good part of, the stuff that I wanted to go through here was I was going to dive into the NLP of digital marketing. And, but I'm just going to quickly go through here because we got about 6 minutes. And NLP, if you guys didn't know, this is actually really amazing. And what it is like, getting into the language. What's the, neuro linguistic programming means, like, brain speak, getting into the psychology of what your, get into your customer's mind. And there's things visual. So like if you say, I see what you mean. Have you ever heard people use those words? I see what you're saying, which means that they're more of a visual person, or kinesthetic, where it's like, oh, it feels like, they're more like a feely kind of person. So you're going to use language that relates to them. Or auditory, where it's just like, okay, yeah, I hear what you're saying. It sounds like you're saying this. And so you can see how the language patterns works. So I'll skip the decision making thing, but that's a really good matrix here. But one of the examples that I wanted to cover here is there's a ninja style tactic which is called pre-framing, and priming is another example. And I want to show this for you guys here. I think it's really cool. So in this live example, I want you to count how many ducks are here. Okay. Okay, did you hear that last question? He said, did you see the 10 rabbits? So, how many of you saw any rabbits, if any? Probably most like none of you saw any rabbits at all. And I'll play the rest of this video here. All right, wasn't that awesome? I tell you, so priming, real clear example, like we said, getting into the mind. So what it basically means is that I call it pre-framing as well, which is basically um, what you're doing is that you're kind of introducing something for your shopper or the visitor that's coming there, and you're starting off with something in mind, and they will quickly begin to view things through that lens. So in that example, when they told you to count how many ducks, you counted 10 ducks. But then when they followed up with the question, how many rabbits did you see? All of a sudden, you didn't see any rabbits. But then following that to say, okay, now count the rabbits, you saw 10 rabbits. Really was the same thing, but your mind saw two different things. So that's the same thing, the psychology, like I said, when we talk about ninja style tactics, it's the same thing that you want to get into, because there's things that go on within your brain. And if you're like pre-framing what's going on within the brain, that is what makes a difference, as far as if you have an irresistible offer where customers are just, eager to want to buy your product, or if customers just happen to say, because they walk by, because it's the same thing that they saw from everywhere else. These are the type of things, the psychology. There's many more things that I was going to dive into, pricing, yes, but we're going to continue this. If you guys like this stuff, be sure to, subscribe, throw a like, throw one of these if you can. And let me just jump to the end here, because we're getting to the end of the half hour. There's a couple of things that I want to mention. Just like Stefan said, we're doing a giveaway to a lucky winner. So if you want the Dropship by Phone course for free, then I want you to do these 3 steps, 3 easy steps. So like and subscribe, tag a friend, and then say, yo, BMac in the comments, and then you'll be entered in, and I'll announce the winner next. So I have one more thing that I want to announce here, and this is new, folks. This is opening up and starting May 10th. This is a 21-day challenge that I'm going to be building a drop shipping site with you. This is a do it with you challenge. Daily live step support system. It's going to be a private group. Go to challenge.techmoneytalks.com, challenge.techmoneytalks.com to be added to the waiting list. This is going to start May 10th, and it's only going to be during this window of time. It's the first time that I'm doing this. Like you may have already know that I've done like the done for you service with Dropship funnels, and then I also have the insiders group, right? This is going to be a do it with you challenge. So over the next 21 days, starting May 10th, that I'm going to be giving daily tasks, assignments, live video instruction to say, okay, this is what we're going to do today. And we work through this over the course of 21 days. By the end of the 21 days, you should have a drop shipping store and things going together where you're getting sales because you followed the steps along the way. So it's a challenge that where we can do this together. So it's a way that I'm hoping that I can impact more people, reach more people. So go to challenge.techmoneytalks.com. Go to challenge.techmoneytalks.com. Get on the waiting list because it's going to start May 10th, and it's something new that I put together. So this is the Tuesday ninja tactics, things like that. Be sure to, like I said, like, subscribe, tag a friend, and leave in the comments the OB Mac, and you'll be qualified for the next giveaway. And for those that I didn't get a chance to connect to, Raj, I see you listed on there. We'll connect tomorrow. We're going to be doing that. And be sure to keep a lookout. Many great things are coming. This is just the beginning, folks, and we're going to do this together. So I'm really happy that you made it here. Be sure to follow these steps, and then I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.